Well, good afternoon and welcome to Ed's Orchids. Now, one of the things I've got to do today, among other things, is to repot this small Andean fire. It's not doing too bad, not as good as I'd like it to be, so I just want to repot it and have a look. It was last repotted, I think it was November, but it hasn't been doing much since, so we'll just have a look at it. Yeah, we'll just take this out of its pot and have a look at it. It's got one or two brown marks on the leaves, one or two brown marks here, but I just had a delivery. It looks like it's going to need a bit of dragon's blood on here, and I just had a delivery yesterday, and I've had a few people on my comments saying, where can they get dragon's blood from? Now let me think it came from www.herb-farm.com, and have a look on there and you can find some on there. I'll just take this out, have a look at it. I hope that bit of information is helpful to somebody. Come on, quite stuck. So the roots might not be too bad. And there again. See, there's no growing tips on them. No growing tips at all. And one or two soft roots. So let's have a look at it. I'll put it in some brand new moss as well. That's a soft one. So we'll have that one off. I'll put it on the floor and sweep up afterwards. That one's soft. That's just pulled straight off. Here's another one. That one's soft. That's just got a bit of dead, excuse me, a bit of dead bare root there, that's all, so we'll take that off. This is another soft one. There's another soft one. And they're not good at all on here. For some reason. But we'll get it back into its into some good health for it. Won't be any problem doing that. There's another soft one. I just squeezed it and it was like milk coming out. I'll inspect this stuff as well, see if there's any bugs in it. I've been using the beer at nights now, and I think in the last week I've caught about 17 small slugs. I'm going out of camera shot again. Typical me. That's part of a branch root that's soft. Don't know, when you see these roots good and the branches at the side, it's nearly all the branches that are soft. suppose that'll improve when the weather gets much better, because it's absolutely cold here and pouring down today. That's soft, soft, soft. Cut that right up there, back to something good. No, it's not quite good there. And if I go up there, that root is soft. And it's stuck to this other, that's it. Just separate them. And that is really soft there. So we'll have that off as well. As long as there's a few good roots on it, doesn't matter. Leave that off, and we'll have that off. What they like at the bottoms. That's soft there, that's soft there. That's soft up to there. So we'll have that off. That's a little branch at the bottom, so we'll have that off. Then I think we'll have to make do with what we've got, but I'll just get the camera and show you what I'm worried about. Right, it's just these brown marks at the bottom of the leaves I don't like. It is a type of rot, but we'll soon stop it by, now that's normal. You see there as well. Some of it's quite normal, but I'll put a bit of dragon's blood on just to make sure that nothing untoward happens or it doesn't spread anymore. So this is the new bottle I had delivered yesterday, and it smells absolutely lovely, but it won't be nice to a lot of people, but it does the job of killing. It kills rot straight away. So we'll put this on, some of this on, if I can do it with 2 hands. Squeeze the top. So we should have some, yep, some bull's blood in, dragon's blood in there. So we'll put some on there, it will run down. We'll put a bit on there. And we'll put a bit on there. And I might just open the leaf a little bit and run some down the leaf, but I can't do that with holding the camera in one hand. Well, I'll just open this leaf up a little bit, if I can. Yep, difficult. There we are. Oh, you can see it there. And I'll run some dragon blood in there. That's good. So that should be fine. The brown on this leaf is from an old growth here which has flowered. And these are just dying off, and this new growth and this new growth are taking the goodness out of that one, so that one's dying off. Anyhow, that won't happen for another month or two, so we'll put the dragon's blood away and repot it. So I'm going to pot this up in some new bark, a few growth stones, a bit of limestone chippings, and just a hint of charcoal. Mix all this together. I like doing this. We'll see how far this goes down into the pot. Yep, perfect. just start filling it up. Try and keep it centralised. So put the old growth slightly to the back. These pots surely do hold a lot of bark. Oh, let's get hold of it properly somehow. Difficult to do when you're filming as well, you know, to get it right. So that's the idea now. I'll just do it my way and then it's done. Right, let's get on with it. I haven't got the drip system going yet. I'm not going to do it till April, till the weather gets a little bit warmer. Then I'm make sure that just to make sure that the water that's coming in from the house is not absolutely frozen. Although these do like cool roots. And with cool, I mean when you're watering it should be about 13 to 16 degrees, something like that. You can keep potting these and tapping them and tapping them. Just make sure that the bottom of the leaves are just showing. You just mixed enough then. So that was Andean Fire, and I hope it should start taking off now. I give it a good watering later. There's the Andean Fire. Let's see what else we've got. Here's another little Andean Fire that's looking quite nice. The old part dying off there of course, but you can see two nice growths coming up, one there and one round the corner. So this isn't going to get repotted. I'd just like to show you one or two, that's all, and see if they're making any movements, see if they're doing any new growths on them. So we'll just have a look at one or two. This is a Phragmipedium Fritz Schomburg, looking a bit limp, but it's well hydrated. And it's got two nice new growths up. And the new growths are not coming up from the bottom there, they're coming up in between the leaves, like that. That's the one small one, and there's a much larger one here. You see that? Coming up from between the leaves there. So these will make nice growths, these will. They're just taking the goodness out of where they're coming from, and then they start coming up right again. That's Phragmipedium Fritz Schomburg. And then we've got one of my favourites here, a Cardinale Wilcox. Very nice. Another bud there. I think there's another one round the back. Yep, there we are. But what I'm pleased about in this one is that it's just starting to send up a new growth. There we are. So these could get a very big plants, with loads of new growths on it. So it looks like this has just started. Oh, there's another one coming up there. You can just see it down by there we are. We just covered up by a piece of bark. So there's two new starts there, so we'll keep that well watered. Now this is a plant that's really amazed me. It's Phragmipedium Erycteri. And this started flowering last July or August it was, when it started sending up some spikes, and I cut off its last spike a couple of weeks ago. So I thought, well, I'll give it a rest, And you know what's happened? It's putting up 2 new spikes. I'll show them you. One coming up here and a big one coming up here. There we are. See if we can get a better view of it. There we are. So it's been flowering now for what? 6, 7, 8, 9 months, and just finished flowering and sending up some more spikes. That's amazing. That's Phragmipedium richteri. Here's a Paphiopedilum that needs repotting, and this is Paphiopedilum micranthum, and I don't find these easy at all. If you know, these spread very well. I'm not saying very quickly, but along rhizome. They throw a rhizome out, and another plant grows, and they can grow sort of sideways, and they don't grow like the other Paphiopedilums. But this one's repotted now. This has been here for about 6 or 7 months, hasn't done much, so we'll have a look at this one. So we'll just remove it from its pot. It might be a little over-potted, this one. We'll soon find out. I'll see if it's got any roots on yet. I'm very careful with it. Yeah, and this one's in the husks. So the roots, 1 or 2 dead ones. Just nip them off quite easily. No, there's only one. There's only one. But these, when they spread from in, they put out another rhizome, and then they put another plant up. Then they spread out and they put another plant up. It's not like they come from here. But this has been over-potted, definitely. So I'll put that in a smaller pot. Well, I've potted this micranthum up in some new bark with a little bit of horticultural charcoal and a little bit of grow stones, and that's all I've done in there. So I'm hoping that'll be alright. We'll give it a nice watering now with pure water, and we'll see how that one goes. Well, I'll just give the Andean fire some fresh water, which they do appreciate. You see the water out with the charcoals in here. The water's running out almost black with the dust from the charcoal. That's the Andean fire, and we've got the micranthum. We'll just put a little bit in here. That's enough in that one. Well, the heat has just come on, and that's about all there is for today. It's pouring down outside now and blowing a gale, so we'll finish here and we'll look at these Dendrochilum glumaceums. They won't be putting any new roots out yet, because you remember when I split them and there was about 11, 12 plants in there, and none of them had any roots on. But they don't look any worse than they did when I did them, but they're not looking much better yet, but time will tell. Although they still put the flowers out. Beautiful little flowers, especially when you get a plant full, and it smells just like sweet hay. So thanks very much for watching. We'll just have a look at this variabilis. It's a little one that somebody gave me a few weeks ago, and it started to flower. And that's about all I have for today for you, I'm sorry. Tomorrow I've just been having a look at the Cattleyas and the Phalaenopsis, and would you believe it, the Taiwan is putting some shoots up in its sheath, so that'll be nice to have a look at. Oh, and another thing about Cattleyas, have you had a look at Patricia's orchids? She's got one there in flower. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a RLC Mahina Yahiro Ulii. And just have a look at that one. Tell me what you think about it. And that's Patricia's orchids. So thanks very much to all my subscribers. Thanks very much for watching. And I've just noticed I have a snail crawling up my roof. There. So we'll take that off and give it a good crushing and say thanks for watching, thanks to my subscribers, and until next time, I'll see you later.